WCBI News at 6 starts now.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. From Winston to Pickens County, yesterday's storms left a mark on much of our area. Power outages, trees crashing into homes. There was even flooding in the area. Our Riley Livingston takes a look at how strong winds damaged an Alabama town. She joins us in the studio with more. Riley.
Andrea, homes and businesses were left damaged after storms tore through Aliceville, Alabama last night. Some residents say they are thankful to be alive.
I grew up in Aliceville all my life, and this is some of the worst I ever seen. But just fortunate enough that didn't nobody get killed, and I thank God for that.
Snapped power lines, torn roofs, down trees. One of them landing on this apartment complex, leaving residents like Inez Lewis shaken.
Oh, the boom, bam. And it seemed like it just shocked me all over when I heard that bam. And I rushed to the door, threw the screen door open, and I yelled out this child name. So her children was in there. So after I see them came out, they were safely. And I said, thanks a lot.
Next door to Lewis, Victoria Little and her family heard when the tree crashed through their home.
All I know that me and my little boy, we went in the bed to lay down because he went to sleep. Both lay in the bed, and I watched TV, and I heard something had hit, and I got up. That would make me get up and look out my bedroom window, and I seen the tree was just going back and forth, and I was like, okay, we got to go, because something ain't right. My little girl, she was asleep, and so I was like, we're going to get her, we're going to go in the closet. So soon I was going to get her, the tree just came down, just sounded like a bomb. And I remember just screaming, trying to wake her up, and he grabbing her, and we running out the door.
Not far away in downtown Aliceville, streets were closed while crews worked to remove tin. Mayor Marva Gibson said the tin came from one of the downtown businesses. She says it could have been much worse.
We had warnings since Monday, and nobody was in town in that area at the time, where the tin and all the other debris ended up at, because we had ample warning. And I think everybody was at home in their safe places.
Mayor Gibson says they had some extra hands helping them clean up. Carrollton Mayor Mickey Walker came down with his crews to help out.
All right, Riley in our studio with that story. In Winston County, EMA Director Buddy King says high winds knocked down a number of trees, several of them blocking roadways in parts of the county. The town of Noxapater got quite a bit of damage. King says a few area homes had trees blown on top of them. The good news, though, there's no injuries being reported in the area. Through the night, King says everyone worked together to clear roads and to make sure that folks were okay.
So there was a great demand for needs and opening roads and checking on our citizens last night, and things really came together from Sheriff's Department, road crews. City of Louisville loaned us 2 crews to help opening roads, and we appreciate that. And our citizens, that's what made the real difference, our citizens helping their neighbors.
Last night, nearly 3,000 people were without power in Winston County. Well, 2 people have died from injuries during yesterday's storms. 24-year-old Kenderick McGee was driving in the storm when he crashed in southwest Mississippi. 81-year-old Ronald Moreland from Newton died on Highway 15 just south of Philadelphia when a tree fell on his car. There's widespread damage in Neshoba County. That's where you're looking at pictures from right now, including a collapsed wall at a medical clinic. There were down traffic signals and canopies and trees on houses as well. A lot of trees fell, but no injuries were reported in Lowndes County after yesterday's high winds. Emergency Management Director Cindy Lawrence says 3 or 4 trees landed on houses. This is what it looked like on Burns Circle on Columbus's north side just after the storm. Lawrence says there were reports of trees down throughout the city and the county. Flash flooding was also an issue. So were power outages. 4-County Electric Power Association has restored power to more than 7,000 customers in its coverage area, which includes several counties. About 500 people tonight remain without power. Most of those outages are in Lowndes and Noxubee counties, where crews are still working. Cedar Hill Animal Sanctuary took a hit during the storm yesterday. Workers say a massive tree fell over and crushed their freezer there. They say the freezer contained more than $9,000 worth of beef, chicken, and deer meat that they use to feed their exotic animals. The sanctuary is home to 14 tigers, 2 lions, and 3 bobcats, among other smaller domesticated animals. They say the exotic animals consume up to 120 pounds of meat every day. Right now, they only have enough meat to get them through the next 4 days. Sanctuary directors say the facility runs solely on donations from the public. We will have more on their story coming up on WCBI News at 9 and 10. A Starkville company is sending some help to Hamilton. Southwire is holding a disaster relief drive to benefit families and individuals affected by the tornado in Hamilton last Saturday. The company has a trailer set up in the Walmart parking lot in Starkville. They're accepting donations of items like canned goods, water, hygiene products, and cleaning supplies. You can take your donations there to the Starkville Walmart through tomorrow. Time now to get a first look at our forecast on this Friday. We'll turn things over to meteorologist Jacob Dickey for that. Hey, Jacob.
Hey, Andrea, a lot quieter today. Still had some showers and cooler temperatures out there. It is 50 in Columbus with northwest winds reporting at 18 miles an hour. We're getting that northwest wind to the backside of that low pressure here, so all those showers still wrapping around to the backside. And where the rain is where those cool temperatures are. 40s and 50s across the Twin States. On either side, we've got 60s in the Carolinas, 60s out to the west. As we go through tonight, temperatures will fall down into the low 40s. We may sneak a few into the upper 30s, much more like December than April. Coming up, we'll talk more about when our warm-up happens, when the sunshine returns, and we'll get you your 7-day forecast.
All right, Jacob, thanks a lot. In Winston County today, people are out working in the park and remembering. It's been 5 years since this county lost 10 people in a devastating storm. Yellow ribbons tied around cypress trees honored their lives. Volunteers braced against the chill to weed and prune at Dean Park today. Other gardeners were on the planting and mulching detail. Volunteers from the 4-H Club, the Modern Woodman Youth Service Club, the Black Girls Read Club, and the Master Gardeners earned community service hours for their efforts in the park today. Well, this Good Friday, dozens of people are walking in Stations of the Cross. Stations of the Cross is a representation of the last steps of Jesus before his crucifixion. People marched from First United Methodist Church in Starkville and ended at St. Joseph's Catholic Church. Along the way, they stopped at 12 locations singing hymns and praying. Several different churches and denominations were part of this event today.
I have done this in Brazil for many, many years, and it is the Stations of the Cross. It means a lot to march the steps of Jesus because he had done a lot for us, and this is the minimum that I can do at this time of the year.
In all, about 200 people took part in this annual walk today. Coming up, young athletes gather for inspiration in Tupelo. We'll take you there next on WCBI News at 6. Welcome back. Students may have been out of school on this Good Friday, but hundreds of middle school and high school athletes and coaches got an early start to their holiday at a Breakfast of Champions. WCBI's Allie Martin was at the Fellowship of Christian Athletes event and has more.
Christian athletes, and you should be right there.
Les Steckel knows the vital role coaches play in the lives of student athletes.
Coaches have the influence on young people like no other.
The 72-year-old former NFL coach was guest speaker at the District 1 Fellowship of Christian Athletes Breakfast of Champions. Steckel served as a Marine infantryman during the Vietnam War, then coached with several NFL teams before serving as FCA president for 12 years. Steckel says FCA is able to make a positive impact in schools all throughout the nation.
We see superintendents, we see parents, we see politicians, we see leaders in community invite the Fellowship of Christian Athletes on campus because they know majority, the athletes are the leaders. When they get involved in FCA, it makes a difference in their lives and moves them in a relationship with Christ, and they learn about integrity and teamwork and serving and excellence.
Alex Bennett and Tremont Haley Robinson.
The breakfast is also an opportunity for FCA to honor 38 students as champions of character. Students lead weekly groups called huddles that meet for prayer and Bible study on each campus.
It encourages me because I see the impact it has on everyone's life, and it really allows me to step out of my comfort zone to reach others.
FCA District 1 Director Mark Bourne says the ministry helps students live out their faith in their schools and communities.
There's like 1.3 billion kids playing sports, and we are just wanting to impact that area. And sports as our platform, but Jesus as our message. And if we can use a ball or anything that would be able to lead somebody to Christ, that's our ultimate goal. That's our win.
Justin Reed.
Coaches of the Year for District 1 were also recognized at the Breakfast of Champions. In Tupelo, Allie Martin, WCBI News.
This lady has...
Well, right now, FCA is in 60 schools throughout Northeast Mississippi with 4,000 attending student-led huddles every week.
Well, Easter weekend turning out to be pretty good here. We expect dry weather with lots of sunshine. The chance for some rain and storms is back in the 7-day forecast. We will talk all about that coming up here after the break.
WCBI First Alert AccuWeather Forecast with meteorologist Jacob Dickey.
It's been feeling a little more like winter out there right now in Tupelo. It's at 47. These temperatures were more reminiscent of December than April. We're seeing northwest winds continue between 10 and 20 across the area. Down to 46 in Amory, it's 50 in Columbus and in Starkville. Calhoun City is at 48, 45 in Oxford. Winona checking in at 49. As we go through the evening hours here, temperatures will continue to fall, all of us ending up into the 40s overnight tonight. I'll keep the chance for showers in the board till about midnight or so, and then we'll start to push them off to our east, and I'm expecting to be dry by Saturday morning. We'll drop down to 43 in Columbus, Amory 42, 41 in West Point. Eupora got you down to 39, maybe a spot or two here and there that can sneak into the upper 30s. This cold rain will continue across the area. Cold showers, that is, on the backside of that low, moving from northwest to southeast around here in our area. Futurecast says showers continuing through the evening hours here, even overnight tonight. Most of the showers will continue on here. They start to move off to the east just a little bit here. 1 a.m. still some scattered showers there, but notice some clear sky moving on in here. Those clouds clearing off to the east. And by the time we get to Saturday morning, it looks like most, if not all of us, will be dry. We may keep some light clouds here from Tishomingo County into parts of West Alabama through the day on Saturday, but I really think many of us are heading towards abundant sunshine on our Saturday. That will allow our temperatures to warm up. I've got upper 60s to the west, a little bit more like mid 60s to the east here. 65 in Amory, 68 in West Point and in Starkville. Winona at 69. A great day to come out to Kroger in Columbus tomorrow. We'll have our weather radio programming there. You can get that taken care of, get questions answered. Chief Meteorologist Heath Gibson and I will be there for that. Once this system clears off to the east, then I think we're going to be sunny for quite a while here. We'll see some sunshine all the way through middle of the week there. The only chance for rain we've got on the board really is going to come for us as we get to Wednesday night, maybe a few showers. Thursday and on Friday, then we've got some scattered showers and storms on the board. The good news is right now, we really don't think this is a system that we'll have to be concerned about.
Rain pushed back the start of rivalry softball, but runs were surely raining. You tripped me up, Tom Ebel. He's got sports next.
WCBI Sports with Tom Ebel is brought to you by your local Ford dealers. Go further.
The weather pushed back the start of rivalry softball in Starkville, but it didn't slow down the offense. Well, of one of the teams, Ole Miss has won 6 of its last 10 against the Bulldogs. Number 16 Rebels traveling to Starkville to take on MSU in some softball version of Egg Bowl. Top first one runner on for the Rebels. Candace Dennis gets the strikeout. That'd be about the only out for a long time for Mississippi State. The Rebels bounce back in a big way. Jessica Puck takes one for a ride. Sayonara softball, 2-0 Rebels thanks to the home run. And it wouldn't stop there. Kaylee Horton, she's going to get in on the action. She's going to slap one to shallow center field for a base hit. That's going to load up the bags, which means trouble for Mississippi State because Amanda Roth is going to take this one for a ride deep left field. It would get down for a double, scoring 2 more runs for Ole Miss. So they're up 4-0 in the first inning. Bulldogs have to bring in Alyssa Loza to pitch, but it wouldn't stop the Rebs, who were locked in the first game of the day. Ole Miss up 6-0, bases loaded. Puck with a base hit there, and then another one. She adds 3 more RBIs to her total. Not only the worst loss to Ole Miss in history, but the worst loss in Mississippi State's softball history. Rebels win 21-0. So game 2 happening right now And what an enigma this series has become. 5-0 Mississippi State. The Bulldogs showing off the pride here in Game 2. They put up a 4 spot in the second inning and have been in control since. Right now that game is in the bottom of the 5th, 1 out for Mississippi State. The Bulldogs, hey, what are you going to do? You lose 21-0, flush it, and come out in Game 2. The Rebels, they were able to put up 17 hits in Game 1. They've had 2 through 5 innings of work so far. Speaking of baseball, well, the rain couldn't make it easy for us for one day. This one pushing the Ole Miss and Auburn was supposed to first pitch at 6 o'clock. Due to the rain, it got pushed back to 6:45. That will be your first pitch on SEC Network Plus. The Rebels will look to even up the series after Auburn got the Game 1 win last night, 7-4. Speaking of evening up the series, Mississippi State hopes to add a series loss out of get rid of a series loss out in Woo Pig Country tonight. Bulldogs falling in Game 1 5-3. First pitch coming up at 6:30 on the SEC Network streaming service. Peyton Plumlee on the hill for Game 2. Highlights coming up tonight at 10 on WCBI Sports. The MSU Golf Course playing host to a great cause. Restoration Outreach is a nonprofit organization out of Starkville looking to help better the lives of single mothers and children. The organization was founded by Sylvia Rice, former Columbus head football coach Eric Rice's mother. Rice says the cause has always remained a big part of his family's life.
Women play a big role in society. We know that we have a lot of single mothers everywhere, and my mother, she has the cause that she wants to work with those young mothers to help them to be better mothers as they move forward in life, not only help them become better mothers, but help the kids become better kids and show a role model as to what a woman looks like and what a woman should be.
My family and I being part of the Starkville community and the opportunity we have to be a part of a cause that's going to uplift people and families, most particularly women. I felt it was important for me to be here and show our support, and I think it's going to be a great day and a great event.
Joe Moorhead, a special guest at that event, also selling memorabilia signed by Bulldog legends to go towards the cause. That's it for sports. Last look at your weather is next.
The dreary weather, Jacob, could not keep the kiddos away from Noxubee General Hospital's annual Easter egg hunt. The children lined up in front of the hospital ready to claim their goodies. There wasn't much hunting going on, though, because of the weather, so the organizers decided to make the hunt more of a drive-through
that's
pickup.
The way to do
That's
it.
Look, improvise. Volunteers handed out bags full of candy and eggs to excited children. Tracy Barnes says she's happy they were still able to host the event.
We appreciate seeing kids happy, and if we can put a smile on a child's life, that's just joy for us, especially me.
And organizers say they were not going to let the weather stop them from having another great event. I like the compromise there, just hand it out.
I do too. Give me the candy and let me go along my way there.
Exactly.
I tell you what, here comes a bad pun. The weather this weekend for Easter will make you feel very happy. Hoppy like a rabbit? Is that bad?
We got it.
Bad Friday night? Terrible.
I like it. Not
Great weather
bad.
Sunday. Storm is back mid next week.
Beautiful weekend ahead.
Really, look forward to it.
All right. Enjoy the rest of your Good Friday evening, everybody.